So back with another video, hot tent camping again in my Russian bear hot tent. This is the hot tent. It's like a body bag. Don't worry, no one's in there. It is the hot tent. Give it a second. Wow, this tent is heavy. Whew. My hands are freezing. Right, let's go set this bad boy up. So I did camp here a couple of weekends ago in my dandelion shell hot tent. I think it was just down there. But for now, I'm gonna try getting this spot here because it's been used for a massive tent previously. You do have a bit of a fire pit there, a bench. This place is called 2 acre campsite, so you can use this in summertime. But yeah, we can set the hot tent up here, no problems. This will be fantastic. I've just noticed a lot of gas canisters there, so I'm gonna have a look at them. But yeah, I'm sure here we can get that hot tent set up absolutely perfect. And I'm gonna be honest with you, I'm unsure how to set this hot tent up again. It's been that long. Yeah, I think here is probably going to be the best idea. Right, so I managed to get the tent up. When I opened the bag, we had this little multi-tool in it, so like a bit of a, well, not a bit, a hammer, and inside it you get like a knife, cutting wood with a bit of a tape measure as well on it, bottle opener. It's like a multi-tool thing really, but that's going to be really good to hammer the pegs in the ground because the ground is frozen. The temperatures, you can feel it's dropping, so my nose is running a little bit. But yeah, I need to get some of these pegs out. Are they all like that? Yeah, they are, yeah. Got all these. And you get these ones, but I've got the rubber over handle. Easy to pull out of ground, aren't they? Right, let's start getting this pegged out, because like I say, I'm absolutely freezing and I really can't wait to make a nice warm drink. I'm just wondering if I should put the ropes out, you know, the guidelines, because we are meant to get some strong winds, and I think it's going to be for the best if we set all these up properly. Right, let's just get it pegged out and then we can worry about the rest of it afterwards. I do like the idea as well, but it's got the snow skirt around it. I do like that idea a lot. Oh yeah, this ground is frozen. I'm so glad that we're in the box, well, the bag of it, because I don't know what I'd be doing right now. I'd be probably looking around for a big stone or a brick or something like that to brame into the ground. Right, I think I've done the main pegging out. So now what I need to do is put some of the guidelines out, because like I say, wind's gonna pick up and I don't want to be caught out by getting blown around, especially when I've got the stovepipe sticking out of the tent as well. You don't want that rocking around, especially when your stove is inside the tent. You don't want to risk anything happening to the stove, so it's probably a good idea to get it pulled out and make sure it's 100% secure. Right, so I've made a bit of a mess up really. Not paying much attention, just thinking about getting the tent up to start getting warm. I do have the like an insulated ground sheet. Now I meant to put this underneath the tent, so this would be on the floor. I didn't realise that, to be fair. I'm not gonna you know, butter it up and say, oh gosh, I forgot this, I didn't do this. I'm not going to pretend, you know, it's perfect when it ain't really, because I should have put this down first, and what this would have done is give me an idea of the size of the tent. So that is it is a good thing. So next time I use it, wherever I'll be, you lay this down on the floor and then you put the tent on top of it. Yeah, there's a bit of a lesson to be learnt there. Like I say, I'm not going to pretend I'm perfect. I've messed up, I did it wrong. It's just one of them things. But the tent is a big area. I feel like, I don't know what I feel like at the moment. It's like a little bit of claustrophobia going on in this tent, even though it's a pretty decent sized tent. I just feel quite claustrophobic in it. There we go. I think the camp bed is all set up properly now. That's amazing. Now, if this video seems down to earth, it is what it is, because I just do my videos raw. It is how I am within my videos. I don't like to make them, no, seriously professional or halt like that. I just get up, go do what I want to do and enjoy what I'm doing. Basically, be that person. Get up, get outdoors. Instead of sitting there wanting to do it, just go do it. Just be that person. And that is what I'm doing. I'm being that person. Hang on a minute. Let's put the topper on. Which way does this go? I believe actually. No, that what right where I'm. The gentleman where I worked called Paul, he was a keen fisherman, and I ran about, you know, getting a fishing bed for big hot tents, and he offered me this one, so I was truly grateful. Oh, a bit of a topper there, a little bit more warmth and comfortableness. Yeah, he offered me it. He said it's second hand, you know, it's a little bit worn in places. This don't, oh, it does tighten up now. Sometimes it don't want to tighten up. Or is it this one? But anyway, yeah, that's just the way it goes, isn't it? Fantastic little fishing bed for my hot tent camping. I'm not going to go back to the car tonight, so I'm just going to stash that down there. Bit of a cushion in case I fall off at bed. And then all this stuff in here. I want to be able to get out and just have a look at some things. These are like little storage units. Well, this is like a window, so on outside, if you want, you can peel it off and stick that to the outside. It's like a little window, and you've got another one here. These are your storage units, so you just stick them to some velcro place there like this, and then other way around, I think it is one of them anyway. Oh, there we go. I'm actually doing it upside down, I think. See there, you stick it on with that velcro like that, and then there's a bit in here, you jam that in there, then you can have more storage from throughout the tent, and you do get another one here. But this is what I want to put up, but I also need to find this here. I need to put this in the top up there. I want to find this because this is like a storage net. You put it on top and then you can hang stuff in there as well. So there's a lot of storage. There's pockets there, 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 there. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 15 pockets on the side wall of the tent as well. Need to get this in place. And that's what it looks like. So you can have your storage up here. So like I say, plenty of storage. I need to shut these windows. There is 3 layers here. There's another one. There's another one out here somewhere. There you go. So you got your Velcro one, and you got your main one, and then there's this one. So if it's too hot in your tent, you can take this one down and let some of the heat escape through that. Like that. I think this here is like a washing line. I'm not 100% sure what that is, but I'm sure it looks like some sort of washing line, because you can see they're all over the tent in every corner. But I don't know what would go there. So I do think it's some sort of washing line what you can put round to hang some clothes over for when you get your tent lovely and warm. Now I'm going on about the tent a lot, and that's basically because if I don't, then somebody will say you don't give enough information about it. And that is true, you know. People go on about I don't show my sleeping equipment, I don't show them what I'm using. So if I show things about the tent what I can show people, it's better for me, and then people don't need to ask me in the comments, and it's like harder work for me, because I say it a million times, I'm dyslexic, so for me to sit there try to spell things about, oh, if it becomes too much for me, I have a brain fart basically, and then everything just becomes severely hard work. So I don't enjoy trying to go too much down it in the comments, but that's why I'm trying to show you everything about the tent as I'm doing it. Even the door has 3 layers, just like the window. The whole tent is made for severe temperatures, in it really. Robust tent like this. Like say the floor unzips, fishing tent, you can fish on ice with it. That big thing there is a heat reflector, so when I get the stove going, I put the stove there, then that protects that side of the tent from the heat. What I think it's probably a good idea to get the stove going, because like I said earlier, I'm really cold, and I wish I would have put the ground sheet down, the insulation sheet, because obviously you can imagine the floor is cold and I'm walking on the floor with just my socks on, so my feet are getting cold. Hopefully the tent heats up and it warms the air up in the air inside the tent, and then, you know, everywhere gets a bit warmer, but it won't heat the floor because under the tent there's ice and snow, isn't there? But yeah, I really do need to heat the tent up. That's something I'm going to crack on with doing right now, actually. And I've got this stuff: home fire, coffee, something, I can't read it to save my life. Basically they're like little blocks of compressed coffee, and it burns like a fire. Now I'm not sure how well this stuff works. I just saw it in Tesco, so I thought, you know what, I'm going to buy it and give it a try. If it's no good, then it's no good. I've got some other wood in the car. I can just go and grab that stuff. Oh yeah, wow, smell that. Just nip in your kitchen, open your coffee canister or whatever you keep your coffee in, and just smell that. Wow, that is fantastic. Smells like coffee. Wow. Made with recycled coffee grounds. Right, let's get this stove going. So the stove I'm using is my new pomoly stove. Back end of last year, I think pomoly sent me this stove out asking me would I like one, and I didn't say no, basically, because it's a good stove. I saw a lot of good reviews on YouTube about it, and I went for it. And the thing is, with me getting this stove, what it did is it helped free some other stoves up of mine, so I could give them away to people on the channel. That's exactly what I did. Because I thought, if I've got a stove like this, do I really need to keep hold of all my other stoves? Nope. So that's why I give them away. I've given a few away off camera as well. Right, need to pop outside and put this one on now. This is the main one for the top. You can tell it's got all these drill holes in it. It's like spark stopper, spark arrestor I think it's called, where it stops the sparks from the wood flying out here and landing back on top of the tent. It works 99% of the time, but not every time. Right, so I had a bit of an idea. The floor, which should have gone under the tent, I've put that halfway over the tent, where I'm going to be sitting in my chair here in a little bit. Did I bring a chair? Probably not. Where I'm going to be sitting here and then on my bed, you know, and then all this here is going to be insulated, so my feet aren't touching the ground, because it is cold inside the tent on the floor only. So I put the insulator down there like that, so that's going to be a little bit better. Now I do want to get the fire going, like I've been banging on about for the past God knows how many hours to myself. I don't know how long this video is going to be. I'm not even 100% sure what the video is going to be like, because It's just, I'm just going with the flow basically. So I'm just going to stick some of these in the stove. That's one match dead, isn't it? There we go. Now it's working. Right, now I'm not sure if I meant to build these up around it, or should I put a layer in first? I'm just going for it. I'm not 100% sure how I'm supposed to be doing this. It's gonna go two ways, right or wrong, in it. That's on it two ways it can go. Right, so plan B with the stove, them coffee block things, they don't even catch flame. What I thought is, well, what I needed to do, let's say, get the fire going and then put them on as the fire's burning, instead of using them to start the fire with. I think that's where I went wrong. I think that's where I completely went wrong. So let's pop to the car, get some wood and have a proper fire in it, because them, they don't like that. Like I say, I think you need to get the fire going and then put them in so they burn with the woods burning at the same time. I think that's the way to do that. Live and learn. Another lesson. This video is becoming absolutely horrendous. Let's hope the cooking's not as bad. Saying that, the surface on the stove, wow, that's freezing. That's been trying to light for a bit. Yeah, the surface on the stove's not that big either. Hey, I'm just winging it now. I'm winging it, people, okay? Do not try this at home. I'm just winging this video. Right, let's go collect some wood, eh? Right, so a bit better success with the wood. You may see here I've left some of them cubes in. Let them set fire with the wood, and then we'll slowly make us way over to burning them, hopefully. But yeah, thankfully we've got some heat going, and you can already feel the heat on top there. So it is probably a good time to start boiling some water for the drink. But I'm happy we've got some heat going. Right, so at last, it's been hours now, and I'm glad I can finally take my coat off, because the temperature is building now inside of the tent. For some reason I got a little bit concerned about, is the stove big enough? Of course it's big enough. I'm having problems with getting the fire going. Just a million things started running through my head, and if I allow that to happen, then everything just goes a mess, without saying the wrong words there. But thankfully everything's going right. Now I want to boil some water, and someone asked me last time why I only have half a cup. Well, this is quite a big cup, so what I intend to do is just put enough water in the cup for half of the drink what I want, let's say, for half a cup, and then I pour it in the kettle. That way I'm only boiling what I need, so I'm not over boiling too much water, then waiting ages for it. Oh yes. Now I'll just wait for that to boil, and then what I can do is after that is get my little frying pan out and start cooking something to eat. Whew. But I am this foot especially is so cold. Oh, I need some tent slippers, but this foot is freezing more than the other one. Wow. I'm so glad I've got some heat now, I really am. Whew. Getting some lovely heat from this stove now. Just put the fire maple pan there so I can put the kettle on top of it instead of putting that straight on the floor, so I don't want it to burn an hole in the floor material, do we? So put that on there to cool down for a bit, and then very soon I think we'll be throwing this thing on called a frying pan, because we've got a few things to cook. We've got some bacon, we have some steak, and we have the beef curly sausages. Got some tea cakes, got some veggie stuff there, a bit of oil, a few drinks for later on through the night. Aye. But for now I'm going to go move this wood away actually. Enjoy my coffee, put my little radio on and just sit back and relax. Wow, that's hot. Big difference from earlier. You're not getting the stove going and then, you know, thinking it's just going to work out, to now. Jesus, it's red hot in here. I'm sorry for using your name, but you know, it is absolutely red hot. But the joys of this is I can, just like I said earlier, is open one of these like that and let some of the air flow out, and you've got ones on the other side and you can use the door as well. But it is toasty warm, and that's the whole thing about hot tent camping. Already I can feel a bit of a cold draft coming in now, so that's going to help cool it down a little bit. You see, you spend ages getting it going, and when it's going you're like, nope, 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 too warm. Get some cool air in here. Backwards, I tell you, my brain works backwards. Right, so it's that time at night where I need something to eat. So we're gonna go, first course, the steak. Oh yeah. Did you hear that? Now if you've got a second, do rate me that out of 10 for the sizzle. Just please comment below and let me know what you thought. I'm going to go with a 9 because that was pretty impressive. Impressive. And what I'm going to do is, while the steak's cooking, I want to see if I can Oh no, we'll leave all that to afterwards actually. We'll just get the steak cooked, and then while the steak's settling down, then we'll put the other bits on. We do have some baby corn. I thought they were called peas in the pods. And then we'll have some tomatoes with it as well. So we'll have a little bit of veg, but this is just, like I say, the first course. I think you normally have steak on second course, but you know what it is, we're just going for it. We're not holding back. Oh yes, take a look at that. This is what it's all about, people. Just getting outdoors, getting it done. Tell you what I'm going to do actually. We're just going to put some bits in it while it's cooking. We're just going for it. We're not holding back, not tonight. It might not make sense how I'm doing it, but this is the way we're rolling. Right, so I've just put my potatoes on in garlic sauce, I think they are, and my steak is in here just resting with the tomatoes and baby corn and peas in the pod, but it said something else, didn't it? Yeah, just letting the steak rest. I did put some more of them coffee block things on, and they seem to be burning a lot better now, so it's not too bad. Paul's here to say hello for a couple of hours.
Yeah, hello.
But this is how big it is. Oh, it's warm in here. This is how big it is. You can see I'm on the bed, Paul's there. Could have easily have another person there on a chair. Lots of room, absolutely lots of room. And even if you let the stove die down, you could easily get another 2 people sleeping in here as well. But I'm glad them coffee blocks are working, because when it's going to die down, I can stick some of them on, just sit back, listen to some music, make a few more drinks, and then just chill out really. And having a hot tent camp, I don't even know what I'm going to say there, so I'll bring you back. Right, so it's time to eat my steak and my dinner. I remember one time I was cooking steak in another tent like this, and I think it was vegan Dan, and I had a massive piece of steak on the stove cooking away, and he was sat where Paul is. He was like, I'm not sure if he wanted to leave the tent because he was vegan, or he was thinking, oh, I could really eat some of that. So eventually I was like, you alright, you know, being in the tent like this? You're like, yeah. And I think in his head he wanted to try some of the steak. I think it was so tempting, so can I have a bit please? But just like Paul, it's that warm in here, it makes it, you appreciate, let's say, when you've been out camping in the cold times previously. Well, that's what hot tent camping's about, isn't it? You don't carry a tent in and a stove and fuel and food to complain you're too warm all night, because this is why you do it, to get out of the cold and to spend the night outdoors in a tent like this. But it's just the way it goes, life. Got to. I don't think the potatoes have done too good. Not bad. Bad worse. Right, I'm gonna go eat my tea, and later on we've got some sausages and tea cake with bacon on them to get us way through. So I'll bring you back in a bit. Well, I'm just sitting here. Paul's gone now. I'm just having a couple of drinks. Captain Morgan's spiced rum with Coke. Just thinking about future videos and planning them in my head. And now thinking about, do I need to go to the gym? Because you walk in gym and you read all these fitness freaks and bodybuilders, and I walk in like a hippopotamus. Well, do you want gym, please? Yeah. Am I even saying that right? Hippopotamus? Hippopotamus? Hippopotamus. I don't know. You get what I mean though, don't you? Yeah, so last time in other video people were on about you don't need a joint gym, just go on a few of them hikes. I get that. But I think I only could do these hikes probably once a month or once or twice a month. So if I was gonna get fit, I'd need to probably do it a little bit more often. So probably join the gym would probably be the best idea. I'll just stick my rucksack on and go for walks maybe. I don't know, I need to look at doing something. I'm sick of, you know, I think as you start getting older, you start feeling a bit out of shape, don't you? And you think, oh God, look at me. And you know, you get what I mean, don't you? You just start doubting yourself. Do I look fat? Do I look this? Do I look that? I know it's not related to camping, but I like to be honest and down to earth. You know, just be realistic to the viewers. You know, everyday life. There's no point in me sitting here. I'm not, you know, a superstar. I'm not a famous person. I don't need to sit and act like I am. I get up like everybody else. I go to work, I come home, get a bath and just chill out and basically do what I do. I don't pretend to be anything I'm not, and I never would do that. I just am what I am, a normal everyday person with a YouTube channel. But end of the day, I need to work out, do I start going to the gym or start doing the hikes and stuff like that. And I say that, but and I've got my 2 sausage things to eat and some bacon and stuff when I've just had my tea. I'm just doing one thing and wanting to do the other to get to a certain place of fitness, but I'm overeating the way I'm doing. Anyway, at least hippopotamuses. I'm not like them really, because they go in these ponds where it gets too hot and then the water dissolves and they flash poo around to each other, don't they? And splash it over their own heads and stuff. You know, more people here die from getting attacked by them than anything else. Wild animals sort of thing. Anyway, you don't need to sit here listen to me talking about that. I'll show you my stove. That looks nice, doesn't it? Very cosy. Well, good morning people. It's 7:20 in the morning and overnight we've been hit with quite a heavy snowfall. It was supposed to be rain but it's come down as snowfall. My tent is covered in it, but I won't expect no else really if it's been snowing. Everywhere's just been obliterated with the snow. So what my plan is, this Russian bear tent, I'm leaving it up anyway today because I'm testing it in the storm what we're getting over today and this evening. Strong winds, 50-mile-an-hour gust I think we're getting. So I will be leaving the tent up. The stove and the other equipment I'll be taking with me. and I'll come and pick this stuff up tomorrow once the storm's over. I just want to see how it handles in the high winds. Not wrong with a bit of a test, but yeah, it's absolutely snowing. Woohoo! I knew something changed through the night because I could feel temperature drop pretty quick. I just thought, damn, that feels cold out there. And then yeah, I opened the door and it was snowing. This is very early, mid-November, very early for UK to get weather like this. Well, England, Scotland get it quite a lot. I'm gonna go for a walk a little bit, just enjoy the woodland and the snow on the trees and stuff. Right, so I've packed away most of my belongings, the important stuff. Like I said earlier, the tent. We'll be staying here to see how it copes with the storm. I think you can see weather's not getting any better, but we all love this sort of stuff. This is why we love the great outdoors, innit? I love it when it's like this. I really do, honestly. I'm not even just saying it for the camera. I really do love it like this. Aye. Now I've got to get down the country lanes and try to get back home safely. So the idea of leaving didn't happen. Paul's managed to get out far before and everything, but not me. So I'm back in the tent with the stove going again, making another coffee. Look like I'm going to be here to about 1 o'clock in the afternoon. It is due to rain about 10 o'clock, so hopefully it should all start melting and mushing up so I can get out. I could get out where I am now. It's the main roads I'm bothered about, and I've got enough wood, I've got some food, I've got that coffee cube stuff, so I've got enough fuel to keep warm for the next couple of hours. So I thought, you know what, I'm not going to risk it. Wait, it's freezing. Yeah, I'm not going to risk it. I'm not going to damage my car when I can perfectly stay for the rest of the day if needed. So all I'm waiting for now is my stove. If I move my light, to kick in more, to boil my water, and then we'll have a morning coffee, and then we'll make something to eat. But you can hear the rain. Well, I don't think it's rain, I think it's more like hail or hailstone at the moment. But yeah, I'm stranded at camp. I love it. I really do. So it's now 12 o'clock in the afternoon. We've had heavy rain for about an hour, something like that. So I'm hoping that it has, you know, made the roads a bit better. But I'm just eating a fire pot Christmas dinner with all the trimmings. You did get a Christmas hat. I'll put a video on it. The next video from this may be me showing you this and talking about it. But yeah, I'm just going to eat this, allow my stove to die down, and then pack up what I need, go home, and I may come back tonight and do another camp in the hot tent since it's all set up. But I don't think I'll record that. But it's just going to be the same sort of footage. I'm just a bit bothered about driving with this snow the way it is. So my car is not 4x4. Right, so I'm slowly making progress in the car, so I'm going to stop filming now because it's becoming a bit of a nightmare. So thanks for watching. I hope you appreciate this video. I truly appreciate everybody who's watched. If you want to subscribe, you can please press here or here, and you better subscribe to my channel. I'll leave another video up there, probably a hot tent camp video, probably one a couple of weeks ago. But for now, thanks for watching. I desperately need to try to get home. What a camp.